Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Thank you for watching the ad. Thanks you, James, for re-upping membership. Thanks everyone for just being here and hanging out. Let's go ahead and play Trailblazers, selected by George. George selected Trailblazers after hoping we'd play Unsettled, which didn't happen. Then Successful lumped his voice into the mix. He thought he'd have no effect, but he did have an effect. He made it less likely that we'd play Unsettled. I'm sorry, by the way, Adam, I think that you've been incredibly kind and nice over the past few months, and it's been like a little throwing me off, but it is there, but I couldn't resist saying that. But anyways, hello Alex from Board Game Co. Full chat for the morning show. Hello. I need to put this phone somewhere I can actually see it. So give me a second while I kind of set this up. There we go. Okay, I can kind of see it-ish. Didn't realize I've been waiting all night to see the morning. Yeah, the morning show thing, it's the picture I have. I'll fix it. I'll fix it at some point in the future, but not this second, at least not yet. Give me a second to try to see if I can let me try to see how far I can pull this onto the camera without messing up the shot. There it is. I think I can get it. I think I can get on shot. Okay, I'm trying to get the phone closer to me so I can see it all as we go. We're playing Trailblazers over here, and we're hanging out. The main point of this, honestly, is hanging out. There's a possibility that we stream My Island Thursday. Possibility. We'll see what happens, but don't count on it just in case. You know, it's an extra. If it happens, it's an extra. But we will be streaming through some Trailblazers over here. My hope is to play multiple games because this is a 15-minute game. Granted, it's more than 15 minutes when I'm talking to you at the same time, but it's a 15-minute game, and we'll explain how to play Trailblazers for those who don't know. We'll go through a round over here. I've never actually won any of these solo modes on Voyager Plus. I've won Tenderfoot, but not Voyager or Blazer. I can't remember how I've done on the Adventurer one with the bikes and all that. But let's explain some things. First of all, good evening. Let's go through some chat. Say hi to everyone. Get all prepped and all that stuff. So, always remember to switch to live chat, friends. George, already done. Excited to see Unsettled solo? Yes, just not right now. Hello all. Hey Pariah, how's it going? Pariah, regards from your friends from across the pond. James Wright, didn't realize membership to the channel had gone away. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. George, Bruins winning. No, I'm not going with sports here. I'm sorry. There's no Devon here, so there's no reason for me to tolerate the sports stuff. Pariah, I get my Unsettled shipment soon. Got shipping notice. Everyone's just catching up. Good evening, everyone. Yes, an ad, all those things. Discord. Oh, yes, Discord's true. Hello, friends. Pariah, Stacy, hi. Hi, Alex from Board Game Co. Okay, great. We're kind of caught up. Robbie, I like the Deceased playthrough. You think that was fun? The Deceased playthroughs, there are three Deceased playthroughs total. The first one went up today. The next one's probably going up Saturday. And then I think the next one after that's probably next week, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, I'm not sure. But ultimately, they're all worth watching for different reasons. But they get escalating. I'm not going to say what we won and lost, but I will say they all escalate in difficulty. Anyways, So Strange, James, sports, all those things. Sports aren't banned. I just don't need to engage with them myself. I put up with it with Devin because he's next to me. It's bad television if I just kind of ignore him. Versus if I ignore Chad, it's not as bad. Not as bad. Alright, this is going to be Trailblazers. There's actually very little difference in terms of how you play Trailblazers solo versus not solo. The main difference is you are going for beat your own score to an extent. I say to an extent because I'll explain how to play Trailblazers shortly, but before we even do that, the main thing you need to know is that you have this card over here. Now, we'll zoom in as we need to. I'll figure out the correct zoom for this video. But right now, there's 3 tiers. The first tenderfoot level is you have to get 30 points, 40 points, and 50 points. So I played that. I've gotten 30, I've gotten 40, I've gotten 50. We're good to go. Now up to the second tier, because I do not like beat your own score. I do not like even just scoring objectives. What I like is give me something else to do, and so they've done that. Over here, the next 12 games under Voyager are using all of the 12 goals in the game. You still have to get 50 points, but you have to do so while achieving those goals at the same time, which changes the conversation. So right now we're playing with Hiker's Quartet, which is to do 4 hiking loops. We're going to come back to that after we teach the game. The basic idea is you're going to play across 4 rounds of play, and in each round you're going to draft 8 cards, but add 6 cards to your tableau. So you're going to have these various camps over here. You're going to be adding a bunch of cards to your tableau. Basically, at the beginning of round 1, you're going to pick a camp, put it out. And the future cards you draft will go onto the board and be put around the camp in connecting different ways, but the main thing you need to know is that you only score pathways that connect back to the camp. So this pathway doesn't score a thing. This will score if I can get it back to the camp, at which point I'll score for each intersection along. So, for example, if we put this over here, that's currently 1-2 intersections. So you're trying to score 50 points worth of intersections while also getting the Hiker's Quartet by the end of the 3rd round. This is an in-game goal, which usually just means whoever gets it first gets points, but in the solo mode, it means you have to get it by the beginning of the 4th round, the end of the 3rd round, which means you have to have 4 hiking loops at the end of the third round, which is not the easiest. But we're going to go ahead and do that. As far as the drafting, normally you draft cards. In the solo mode, you don't draft. Rather, you draw 8 cards, select 2. Then you draw 6 cards, select 2. Then you draw 4 cards, selecting 2, which does mimic, to an extent, a 4-player game, but with randomness as opposed to, you know, select cards being selected and removed. So that's basically the game. That's kind of what you need to know. Let's go and see how everyone's doing. Is that gold card dry erase? No, it's not. No, it's not. But I like this game, so I wrote in it, and I don't care. Okay, that's what I by the way, for me to write on a board game component, I do need to be sure it's my game. Like, I've done it with Cascadia, the back of the rulebook there. I've done it with Trailblazers. I have to be certain this is a game I'm sticking around. And also, if I do get rid of it down the road, I don't care. If 3 years from now I get rid of Trailblazers, I don't care if I'm like, hey, I wrote in the scoring card. But yeah, I did write in the scorecard because I want to. Jenna didn't stream tonight, did she? Because this stream has been officially pushed to be a 9 o'clock stream on Tuesdays for Jenna, and I'm pretty sure Jenna didn't stream tonight. You should all go subscribe to the Board Game Garden regardless. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to take this back over here. We're going to look at our first hand of 8 cards here. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If that little back and forth annoyed the OCD-ness of you, I get it. It annoyed me too. Now let's go ahead and try to get some degree of centering over here. Why do I feel like my camera's center is off? Is that the center? That doesn't make sense. That's not the center. But it looks like it is the center. Okay, let's zoom in. You know, the zoom is appropriate, I think. I think the zoom's a good zoom. So, we have a lot of red, which is okay, but realistically, we need to build 4 brown hiking loops. That's the biggest thing we need to work on, because without that, we just don't win. So to that end, I am inclined to draft these 2. Basically, the way it works is you have these cards, then you select any one of these. Jenna has the COVID? No! Wait, when Jenna was sick, was that COVID? Was that what was going on? I should be a better friend. I should be a better friend. I'm sorry. Listening to Alex not reading chat. I don't have a death wish like Meg. You missed Alex burning Adden and batting sports talk. Sweb Mom, James, Brian, Nat, George. Any card is dry erase if you use enough friction. That is true. Jenna's not streaming. Okay, that's sad. I didn't realize that. I should go wish her well. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and choose this over here. So we're going to choose that as our starting card. You look first at your Trailblazer cards. I'm probably going to select these 2 because I think that they work for me. The only hesitancy is, do I possibly select these 2 because it gives me a good mix of brown and red in there. But I like the ease of knocking that out nice and early. I do like that. So we're going to go ahead and stick with our initial decision. These are going to go away. We're going to keep those loops over here. So these over here are going to go into our discard pile, otherwise known as off screen. This is going to go here, which is going to create our first loop and give us 2 points already. So we're already at 2 points. Let's put this into the very center and let's build outwards around there. Okay, so we have 2 points from this already. 1, 2. And then this over here is going to start off. Now remember, we need 4 hiking loops. So however we do this, we need to be mindful of, well, that. Okay, this could go here like this, which is not the worst. This would come around over there. We could play with this. Let's play with this, like so. And let's go ahead and draw 6 more cards. Okay, 6 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jenna stream. At least Jenna got it now and not near packs. That's true. That's true, Pariah. It's always a risk no matter what you do. We live in those times. So we got these cards over here. Again, we are biased towards brown because brown will just help us just knock out the main requirement right now. I should be able to do this, honestly. I should. But these games are interesting puzzles. Like when I played Calico last week, I beat like 2 missions in a row on the first time. But the first time I tackled those missions, I didn't. The first time, I think that first mission took me like 5 plays before I got it. The second one took me like 3 plays. It's a little bit of an arc of figuring out how to play within a specific system that is different than the way you normally play against other players. Like I would never just prioritize finishing this as fast as possible, although you can make the argument you should, because honestly this goal is first come, first serve on the points. But anyways, I believe we're going to go with that one, almost certainly. I'm barely even choosing based off of anything other than most brown. And I think we'll go with that one. We're going to go with that one probably. Let's take a look, though, and see how we want to play this out. Because we want to get these... looping around. Now, this over here could go like that, but that's not going to help me. This one over here could go like that. No, do we have anything that gives us 2 brown endings? It doesn't. Not the way I want them to. Which means I'm going to have to make some choices over here. Some hard choices, I say. I could do this like this, which is not the craziest. It's not the craziest. And then this one over here, like this, that seems like a mistake. It seems like a bad mistake. Bad mistakes. Don't do bad mistakes, Alex. We need 4 hiking loops. In order for us to have 4 hiking loops, we need to have all these individual things broken down into hiking loops, which is just, it's just a challenge, honestly. We could do this like this over here. No, we need to have, I need to save this for a direct loop. I think I need to do that. But that means we need to go ahead and pair. I got this one here. If we do this here, it's probably a mistake. If we do this one here, It might be a mistake. We'll find out later, right? Right. Okay. 4 hiking loops. If this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, then this would have to be like that. I can work with that to an extent, but it's a little risky. But let's go for it. Let's go for it. You know, let's live a little. Let's live a little, he says, learning nothing from past exploits. We're going to go ahead and draw 4 cards now. We're going to draw 4 cards. And then from these 4 cards, we're just going to go straight into the next round after this. So we got these 4 cards. We did not get additional brown, but we did get this over here. So we could take the risk over here, or we could do it over here, which might be better even. So if we put it over here, that leads nicely to this blue loop over here. But it does mean that we do have to connect this like this and that like that. But I do like that. So we're going to choose that one over there. Okay, we're doing good. She's 3 birds in a trench coat. What is that? I don't get that. That gets me. I don't get that at all. Anyways, we're going to continue this over here. Now, we do want to be mindful that we are going to be putting this out next round. So we can start preparing for that if we want. One of the ways we could do that is we could do this like so. And no, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. But I also don't know what I want to do in general. I could put this here and see how it goes. It actually makes sense. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see how this goes. We might regret this, but we're going to put this down over here, okay? So those are our 2 cards. These last 2 will be discarded, and then we go to the next round, because I'm mentally prepping around the fact that I'm probably going to do that to start the next round, okay? That's round 1. Round 1 is done. We now go ahead, we choose 8 more cards, and we see how things are going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got our cards over here, which means we now get to go ahead and see just how bad of a decision we need to make over here. So we got this one over here, which is great-ish, maybe. No, that could be good. That could be great if you get a double brown, which should be doable. I mean, the chances, there are cards that have that, so we could rely on that to an extent. We could even rely on this to a degree. No, we can't. I lied. We can't rely on that one. Nope, we can't rely on that. That would be bad. That'd be bad. But we could rely on this to go there. Anything else we can do that's a horrible decision? If we go here, we do. So you could have paths crossing into each other, by the way. You could have that. Homophobic, to be honest? Wow. Wow, Nat. Unbelievable. Nat, trust me. The reasons I don't like you are plenty, but they have nothing to do with homophobia. Anyways, we're going to go down over here. So we place this down here. So all we need to do now is complete this loop, I think. And we are risking this pathway being cut off, but I think I'm okay with that. Ish, maybe. I don't know. I feel like a bad person for being okay with that. I maybe. This whole red situation is escalating out of my control, but I could put this red over. Oh, I have to put this on the board first. So this one is going to go over here, like so. Okay, before we do that, because you have to choose that, and that way we can spread around here and kind of give up on this, because this is going to be like a bit of a pot shot, and this is just not going to work out at all. So we placed our red encampment, and we are done. That's going to be that. Okay, we draw 6 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, and 6. I still need that double crossover, although this might work. Does this work? No, it does not work. I gotta stop trying for that. I gotta stop trying for that particular setting. I need 2 dash bars across, similar to this, just in brown. And then if I get that, we are good to go, and we'll have our 4 brown hiking loops. And we have to do that soon, by the way. Okay, so we got these cards over here. We gotta figure out what we're doing. Keep in mind, we do want to plan for the future as well as the present, so that's always a part of the conversation in this game. We need this to go. We need a lot of things, honestly. We need a lot of things working out for us, and very few of them will, is the practical reality. This could go like this, which I could probably work with, maybe. I mean, this is a stretch, but, you know, let's see. Maybe. Okay. This one could go like so, which would then result in having a blue loop over here later, which I can work with as well. So we're going to put that down there. So we've done those 4 over there, which means we're still working with the next 1, 2, 3, and 4. Could we just get a brown crossover loop? Like, I'm not asking for a lot over here. I mean, I'm not asking for a lot, I think. Maybe I am. I don't know. Okay, so we got these. We have till the end of the next round, so we still are good as far as that goes. But good and good are relative terms. Now, if we put this over here like so. No, I don't want that one there. See, I need to have this curve around. But ideally, this over here would not be great. Although it could. No, because this has to come like that. So this is going to go 1, 2, 3. It has to go like that. Okay, so that's where we want that to go. So if we put this like so, then that's fine for right now, but it still needs to connect over there. So we still need to have that there, which means I think the way to do that is to do this like this. Okay, there might be some course correcting over here, but I think we can work with these two like so. That's going to give us 1, 2, 3, and then all we need are these double loops, and it's going to go like that. We also could compensate by having a straight loop over here, so there is a workaround to solving that if we don't like that, but these are gone over here, and now we go get caught up on chat before we enter the third round. We're halfway through the game. Chat, it's because you are British, Nat, not because you're gay. I mean, that's part of it. I'm learning 20 strong. Does damage not carry over after you exhaust dice if you applied them? You have to have enough damage before the exhaust phase. Unless it specifies otherwise, damage does not carry over. That's there are different rules to the systems, which always makes it a little complicated, but by default, that's how it works. Alex is on fire right now. I'm here for it. I appreciate it. It's definitely the British thing. That does help. Correct damage does not carry over. My favorite humans are British. I only dislike that you are in Cali, Nat. My favorite humans are Australian, I think. British people are... Actually, I do like the Steamforged team. The Steamforged team is... They're good people. Some of my favorite company people to hang out with are the Steamforged people. Their sense of humor and their absolute lack of any barriers when it comes to language or not caring who they offend along the way. It is delightful. I love them. Okay. Then, we're going to go ahead. Let's see if I caught up. I also just like that I'm called Pariah. Okay, makes sense, George. Don't blame me for that. That's all fine. 20 strong. I need something to fill the island, something shiny void. I just got 20 strong today myself, actually. So much silica and septima. Good to know. So that means driving. So that means no texting and driving. Damage carries over for bosses, not for anything else. Yeah. Okay. So, do we have the thing we need? We don't have the thing we need. So we're still stuck on this one essential thing that's how we win the game. Like the entire way we win the game, we don't have it yet. But hey, we got like 6, 4. We have 10 more cards to draw before we are in trouble. So, we might be fine. We might not be fine. Oh, I have to go ahead and put this out over here. I'm going to put this out over here. Okay, let's see how bad of a problem we're in right now. We have this all red tile over here, which feels like it's just a good decision to put down. If I do it like this over here, then we could have that being like that and this looping around. We need something to actually loop around or it's a waste of time. To that, and we could go like this over here, which I feel is a good way of getting a whole lot of red in the mix somehow. But we'll figure out how it actually comes together, because right now it's just all a hope and a prayer. We're going to discard these 6 cards over here and draw 6 more cards. 1, please be a brown. 2, please be a brown. 3, there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. That was what we needed over here. So in case it wasn't clear, this will be going over here, because that just seems like the right choice in order to not lose this before we even began. Okay, so we're done with that. Which means now we need to figure out what else we're doing, or what else we're done with for that matter. We got this over here, which is also good-ish, maybe. This goes here, which lets us that loop around, but I feel like that's being a little bit too much of a long shot. It's not the worst, but I feel I'm being a little too optimistic as far as whether things actually will or won't loop around. This, on the other hand, right now that's doing absolutely nothing, so I would need to bring this around and cross like that and bring this around, but it could be a giant fun little network of repeating points, so I think I'm going to go for it. But again, see previous conversations about how I've never actually won this, so we'll see. But I do draw 4 more cards. 4 more cards. Okay. We got 4 more over here. Let's see what we got. We got some brown, but I don't need brown anymore. Brown is now useless to me. It does not help in the slightest. Blue could help, and the red is not enough on this card, I think. Methinks it's not enough, because looping it over here just loops this further out and makes it harder and harder for me to actually have any form of success. This one over here won't help either, because I could maintain that like so, but then it's just looping around over there. It's too far of a long shot. I could try to hope for the blue situation, but again, I don't think that's that strong of a situation right now. So I'm kind of stuck in none of these being that helpful right now. So that's where we are. But I guess we're gonna go for what we're gonna go for. So this over here could go like so, which would help loop around and may even have a payoff with the blue later, because, you know, long shots and all that stuff. And then this one over here, I don't see a particularly great situation for it, but I could go ahead and do this, which will, again, help in some way loop things back. We're starting to get into the edge cases over here. That's because we are entering the 4th round. We enter the 4th round. We check for the goal. We have Hiker's loops over here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 looping around. We got 4 hiking loops, which means we are safe. We have not 1. We're just safe. And then we draw for the last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's see what we got over here as far as these cards go. We've placed, so after the 4th round, you no longer place out a hiking camp. It's already been done. So now you just go ahead and see what's going on. let's see what we got here. So we do want lots of red. That's part of our criteria. This certainly fits lots of red. This fits lots of red. And then the rest are, this also is kind of lots of red. But let's see, we do want a hook around, which I think this does that here, because this goes like this and like this, which means if we got another hook around, we'd be safe. So one more hook around would loop this entire loop and clean it up nicely, which means the lack of red at this point is not necessarily as problematic. We put it over here instead, and then if we do this, 1 second, this is going like that and like that, so then we'd need that still. We'd still need the hook around situation. But if we put this over here, how does that mess with our hook around? It makes it harder. Makes it harder, harder. Not great. Not great. You see, crossing paths, by the way, crossing paths usually have more potential of scoring points in general. That's kind of a upside there. But you still need to make it all work, which is the trade-off. But over here, we got this setup over here. This, nope, not going to work for us there. This, nope, nope, nope. No, maybe. No, I feel like I'm pushing too far. I feel like I'm pushing a little bit too far into the hope and dreams and lack of actual credibility and hoping that it works out. Okay, so this over here could go like so, which at the very least gives us some points over there, and then it maybe loops up for some more points. Maybe. So let's do that. Let's do that, okay? We're still going to go ahead and draw 6 cards. We should be fine. Maybe. Not confidently, but we should be fine. And again, I haven't actually scored yet, so the scoring is a whole different conversation. But let's see as far as how these cards line up for us over here. So we've got Hiking Loose. We can put this to the top corner, like over there. And we got more cards we need, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we can't rely on the last 4 cards. Never rely on the last 4 cards. That's a recipe for disaster in general. Which means we need to start making hard choices. Hard choices need to be made. This over here, okay. We can't rely on too much of anything working out for us because life has shown us the hard way that it just doesn't work out for us. So we could just go with 2 unnecessary loops that would guarantee our points here, which instinctively is kind of where I want to go. Instinctively, I'm going to go with these 2 loops so I can lock in the points. It feels a little unhelpful. Like, I don't love it because, like, oh, by the way, I don't know if you can see that. So let's see what I drop. So we are getting these cards over here. These ones over here are what's going on right now. So we did get that, but that means we are walking into the next round a little bit tight. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we did not rely on it, which is good because we didn't get it. Now the question is, this is where we're going to go a little bit of a cheating. Not cheating, just counting. Oh, crud. We didn't even get a loop there. Wow. Wow, that hurts. Wow. Okay, well. Tough nuggies. 1, 2. So I'm gonna score up to a degree and see how many points short I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay, so here's the problem we have right now. I'm short 6. I'm short 6. And I don't know if I can remedy that. 6. 6 is tough. Because I only have 2 cards. 6 is tough. I don't think I have it, just for the record. I don't think I do. If I do that, because by default, a card traditionally will give you not enough. A card will give you not enough. I could add 2. I know that. This is a hard part. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. So if we put this over here, if I put this here, that's going to be 1. And if I put this here, that's going to be 2. But that's all it's going to be. That's the tricky part, right? Because I don't see a way around that. Because that's going to be 1, 2, 3, which would bring me to just shy of 3. But I don't see a way to get better than that. I'm not seeing a way to get better at this situation. I could put this over here, but that won't help me at all. I don't know why I'd even try that. I don't think I'm going to make it, people. I do not think I'm going to make it. Can I extend brown in any reasonable way? Because I have this brown over here, which could theoretically go here. 1, 2, but it still doesn't help. It's almost, but it's not enough. Because sometimes extending something, because you can always overlay tiles. You haven't seen it happen. But basically, if I could do this like over here, then I get, no, it's not, nowhere close, nowhere close. I can only add 2. I could only add 2. So if I do this, nope, 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 nope. If I do this like this, no. Okay, so we got this over here, like so. That won't help me. It's going to remove 1 and then not do anything for me. I think we're out, peoples. I think we're out. I didn't maximize. Had this loop been closed, had this been a single loop that went there, we'd be fine. So if we had a slightly different setup, so we're gonna go ahead and call that another failure. We're done. We're done. Anyways, let's go ahead and try again. Let's try again. But this is why I do not win, because I got to 46 points, 47 instead of 50, because I had to achieve those goals. So it's hard. That's the point. But that's also why I like it. Now we're gonna try for number 2, confined headquarters. So even though we didn't win, we're still gonna go to the next goal, because I like to mix up the gameplay so I can have different experiences. And then we'll try for maybe 3 matches tonight. Depends on how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle all these up back into the deck over here. We're going to grab the next card, which is Confined Quarters. So Confined Quarters is going to be our next goal over here. That's going to be over there. And if you go down here, by the way, HQ is Hiker's Quartet. CQ over there is going to show up over here, Confined Quarters. Metro Park is going to be MP, so it just uses the acronym, so to speak, or the abbreviations, or the, is it acronyms? It's the two letters. Alright, so we're going to grab Confined Quarters from our side goals, which is over here. Confined Quarters. And that's going to be another first time goal. So 2 camps with no empty spaces around them. That's the goal right now. 2 camps with no empty spaces around them. Let's zoom in a drop more so you can see those. Hello, Meg. Lurking indeed. How are you doing? Aren't you driving right now? You're by, just tell everyone you're by a light. Tell everyone by your light, okay? Just say you're by a stoplight. Everyone will be fine. So everyone will leave you alone. It's all good. Alright, let's go ahead and shuffle this up over here. And we're going to go ahead and see what we're doing. So we're starting this again. This time we're not forced into brown quite as much, into hiking quite as much, but we are trying to completely surround any 2 camps, which usually does help if you put the camps side by side, but not a guarantee. Okay, let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. So, instinctively, either brown or red is the way to start this off. We could go ahead with a hybrid of brown and red, but I think if we just go with... I like crossing intersections. Those usually are more points, because basically, over here, maximum you can score this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I'm lying. Crossing intersections doesn't make it worth more. It's always maximum 4. I take it back. It's always maximum 4. Alright. F's in chat for Alex. F's in chat? What is the F's in chat? Like swearing in chat? If you want, I mean, be my guest. And you think it's because of that I don't like you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put these down over here. We got this perhaps, and this perhaps is a decent way to start. I'm okay with that. Let's see how this plays out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put those off to the side. We're going to put a brown as our starting little area here in the center. And we're going to put this over here, and this over here. Because I think if we do that, we could potentially put our red camp over here and loop them around so we already have 2 camps surrounded fully. So we're going to aim for red for the next round. Okay, so these 6 cards go off to the side. And we draw 6 more cards from our giant stack of cards over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, good. We got more red and brown, which is helpful for what we're trying to do. We are still trying to kind of mirror the fact that we're going to have a red coming around over there. Which means if we are... to a certain extent, having this like this is certainly not the worst. I think that's actually a pretty good placement there. But that means we still need a... like this over here is also not the worst, but not necessarily the best either. But I think it's good enough that we'll sacrifice those potentially extra brown points over there to be able to get that red looping around. Unless there's a better way to do it, but I don't think so. You need the curve. You need the curve. F's convey condolences in most type cases. What? I don't know that. I don't know this at all. I know nothing about the internet. Anyways, that's going to be the 2 cards placed down over there. So we're going to see how we can maybe take advantage of that. I don't know. It might be a little more crazy than I'm going for. But we have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay. So we still have this over here working for us to a degree. So we could place this like this, which starts to get a little crazy. At this point, we're starting to get a little more ambitious than we thought. But hey, that's what we're here for, right? That's what we're here for, he says confidently. Stupidly, but confidently. We could put this over here as well, which is a nice way to loop that like that. But I don't know if it necessarily helps us. It's just cool. But is it good? Is it good is the question. I think instead if we put this over here, we might have a better chance of it paying dividends to the whole way we're trying to make this work. So we're going to do that over there, and that's going to be round 1. We're also a little off camera already, so we're going to go ahead and pull that back just a notch. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Wait, Meg's busy. Call me, Alex. No texting and driving. FK condolences. Okay, Meg. You're now Alex. I don't mind Meg driving and voice texting. It's when she drives and reads chat that I worry. F's in chat is a gamer mead. You wouldn't get it, Alex. Fake gamer boy. LOL. Mike. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and call Meg and see what's up. While we go ahead and continue to draft for the next round. So, next round we're going to start us off over here. We're going to draft 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How's it going, Meg? How are you?
Hi. I just figured this was the fastest way to do this, just to explain what the F thing means.
She's explaining the F thing. Go ahead.
It's something that people say to say, like, press F to pay respect. It means, like, if something bad happened, like, if you're fighting a boss and you died, everyone would press F to be like, condolences.
Why?
That I can't tell you.
Okay. I'm curious about the why.
Because the entire internet understands that that's what that means.
There has to be a basis. There has to be an origin to this.
Yeah. But, like, if you lose... Oh, I'm sure there is. But, like, no one needs to know. That's what pop culture is. But if you lose in Trailblazers, people are going to, like, press F to pay respect.
Okay. This has got to be streaming culture, because I played video games and I didn't know any of this. This has got to be streaming video games culture. I play video games. I just don't do it streaming, because I've never lost BioShock and, like, you know, had everyone go, oh, you know, my brother's behind me being like, oh, F's in chat, F's in chat. Yeah, I know.
You're making me uncomfortable.
That's what I'm saying. And so I feel uncomfortable with the whole conversation. It's bizarre. It's like, if not for the fact that I've already adapted to so much stuff in life that's bizarre, it's okay.
I know you're not used to having an audience.
True. True. Anyways.
However.
Yeah.
Alright, good luck.
Thank you. Alright, I now know more about F's in chat, and also less at the same time. Okay. Not like this, Alex. Not like this. That I understand, okay? That meme I get. Alex, look at Discord? No. Why? What links? The range of users can be from spilling a beverage to getting rejected by a person. Ooh, F's in chat for that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pick these over here. We have our starting camp, so again, we want to figure out what we're going to do, but I think I am going to stick with my original game plan, which means putting these here, because that way we can more easily surround the camps and take advantage and all these fun little things. That means this has to be dealt with over here. I think this naturally makes sense for over here based on what we're currently trying to do. Maybe. This would then work beautiful. No, it would not work there. I lied. Okay, we need that to loop around in a way that's not going to happen, so we'll forget that. Okay, this over here could go like this. Ooh, that works. That kind of works. The tricky part is this loop going anywhere, or is this just like, are we just being optimistic? I feel like we're just being optimistic. Okay, so that kind of works for me. I'm kind of comfortable with this shenanigans that are happening here. I feel like I'm being entirely too ambitious. For the record, I feel like I'm being entirely too ambitious, and I'm going to get nowhere with this. But there's only one way to find out, right? Prepare those Fs. Get your Fs ready, okay? I feel so uncomfortable. We're going to go ahead and draw 6 more cards over here. 6 more cards. I sent you what F in chat comes from. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Okay. We got these over here. These over here. We do want this like this, I think. Again, being entirely too ambitious, but this will loop back there. This will come back around entirely too ambitious. But hey, what's life if not for a little mystery? Okay, so now this over here, I think could go like this, perhaps, and possibly pay out for me. Let's see, because this circles around like this. No, this goes like here, and this circles around like this. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm fine with that. We're cool with this. We need to make sure to get another one over here by the end of the 3rd round, but this is not the end of the 3rd round. Press X to throw Kazuya in the volcano. I don't understand anyone ever at any point. I just give up. I give up. It's okay. Alright, this needs to circle around over here, but we have them facing the wrong way. They're not giving us the right orientation of these. We need something to loop around over there and something to loop around over here, which none of them are doing for us conveniently enough. This will go over here like so, perhaps, and then if that goes there, then this is still there, and that would have to come around over here. So, still a problem. But maybe a problem we can work with? No, maybe not. What if I want like this over here? Then this is going around like that, and then like that. No, I don't like it. because it has to come back over there. So let's hold back for that for a second, and let's be cognizant of the fact that we do need to deal with some blue at some point. So if we are being cognizant of some blue at some point, then this going over here is not the worst. This is gonna come over here, and this is gonna come around there. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. So if we do this like over here, that might work for us. And then we also do this, being too ambitious. Too ambitious. This going over here, maybe? No, it's just I can't lose that lead. I cannot lose that lead. If we put this over here. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, 1 second. We're doing fine, we're doing fine, we're doing fine. It's all good, it's all good. This goes over there, maybe. And then this goes over, This is coming around there, this is going around there. This goes over here. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We'll put this like this, okay? No, still not. What if we take this guy and we put it down like this over here? There's a happy compromise. I can work with that. Okay, so I've kind of made my... This is going to go like that. This is going to go like that-ish. It'll work. It'll work. It's all fine. Okay, we discard these cards over here. We widen out the lens a bit so people can actually see all the shenanigans I'm trying to work on. And then we continue the puzzle. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we see what we're working with here. We are going to have to put this out no matter what. So, good luck with that, Alex. Over here, we get a solid 2 points locked in. We are good to go on the 2 points. Beautiful. And then over here, we have all these to figure out exactly how we want them to go. Now, we know, again, I'm being entirely too ambitious. This is just not going to work out the way I want. But if I put this like so, that might work out. But this over here, the biggest thing is that if we do this like this, then we have our starting baseline for this circling around. It still has to circle around, which I don't love. If I do it like this, then that's even worse, honestly. So don't do that. Don't do that, Alex. Don't do that. We need to do it this way. Okay. Because then these can come around, and honestly, it could work out fine for us. Okay, so that's great there. Now, this one over here, this situation with the whole brown thing over there, that's going to be a real problem that I'm going to pay for later. But later is the key term. As long as it's later, if I do this over here, that's not the worst, honestly. Because then we get this blue loop in here, and this starts to loop around over here to hopefully help, but we'll see. So there we go. We're done over there. We just need to go ahead and make sure we get this by the end of this round. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you get significantly fewer points if you put camps side by side. Not necessarily, because it's not about the camps, it's about the cards. So you're closing off potential loops, but you're not actually closing off actual points. I don't have a great way of explaining it, but I'm closing off flexibility, but point-wise does not change anything at all. Okay, so we have these over here, which is a lot of cards. This is an easy card that we can place over... I lied, it's not an easy card. I don't know why I said that. We need different cards. This one over here is an easy card that we could just straight up replace this over here, but it just feels like a waste, which I could do. I just don't want to do it because I'm stubborn. Dun 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 dun. You know I'm stubborn. Dun dun bum bum bum. And happiness means to you. You know I'm stubborn. Okay, so we're gonna put this over here. I don't think we're gonna do that there. We're gonna put this. Looping around doesn't help me here. We gotta be more serious with what we're doing here. This will be potential points there. Why am I still trying for this? Why am I not just focusing on the things that I know will work over here? That's gonna give me points over there. That's great. And then this can come around over there, which is great. I should be focusing on the things that work and not the things that I know won't work. So at least we have this closed loop. That's one. That's one closed loop done. Now we should have about 1 million left to go and we're fine. If we do just close this off and call it a day, it's not the worst. Can I maximize any more points out of it, though? I don't think I can. Because I think just doing this, just calling it a day, it's just like, it's a waste of a card. It's fully overwriting a card, but this will give me the points I need. So now I have a full amount of closed loops over there, and now I can start focusing on closing off brown, which is good because I only have 1 round after this, so I'm in trouble, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm going to draw 4 cards now and pick 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now here, remember, I need to get this now or else we're in trouble. If we don't have a fully enclosed camp, we are in trouble. So let's try to get a fully enclosed camp right now. So to that end, this going over here might be helpful-ish. What if we did that? If we did that, then we could potentially make use of that. I mean, it's a fully enclosed camp, so it gives us that. But I feel we're being entirely too ambitious. Entirely. If I do this, I mitigate some risk. And so that's not the worst as far as honestly closing this stuff off over here. It might be better, it might be worse, but at least it got something done. That's going to be the end of this round, which means we have a fully enclosed camp, so we are good. We got this. You can see over here, corners are not required, so we are fine over there. Okay, I see Mike said to scroll up for the F's explanation. I'm a little too busy figuring out exactly how I'm F'd over here. So we're going to go ahead and continue this. We only have 6 cards left, and this is where if you start doing math, you realize that you have no chance of winning, because that's just how that works. Because if I'm trying to loop this all around, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And so to that end, we need to be a bit more conservative with what we're doing. Because if I did 1 card, I currently have 6 cards left. So 1 over here, 2 over here, 3, 4, 5. It's not going to happen. This whole shenanigans I did, it's just not going to pay off. So once again, I'm not going to score 50 points if I had to guess. But let's figure it out. We have 1, 2 over here. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we have 26 before we count our brown loops. So we have to get 24 points from brown loops. Does that seem possible? Possible, perhaps. Likely, less so. Because we only have 6 cards to do so. We have to remember that. So if we put this over here, like so, then we are limiting our potential. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so we put this over here. And if we do this here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It might happen. I just don't think so. I don't see it happening, which is the tricky part. Okay, if we put this like so, then we could potentially get a drop more points eked out of the system. Okay, so then this is going like this. But then where is it even going? These two have to connect somehow. So we're going to do this and just hope for the best, like we have this entire time, because like what's life without a little hope? But then we have to go ahead and discard these 6 and draw 6 new cards. Okay. Did you just say you're always working with limited potential? That was actually slightly amusing, but also I'm a little too distracted by this to care about the burn. Okay, this one over here could go like so-ish, maybe. This over here, nope, 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 nope. Here maybe, here. If we do this here, if we do this here, then that maybe closes off that. That's 2 more cards. Oh, I'm not happy, I'm not happy, I'm not happy. Okay, what if we did this over here? Nope, that's not better. What if we did this over here? That's maybe better. That gives us the potential of a closed loop there. So if we do that there, we are potentially closing off that system. If we do this here, we can potentially close off this system. What if we... I'm left with 2 cards left at this point. So I have to hope for a loop. I have to hope for a loop that closes here. And then anything... 2 loops. I want 2 brown loops. What's the likelihood of that? Like, really, what's the likelihood of that? Because it's not seeming like it's likely. That's my guess. It doesn't seem like it's likely to happen. What if I do... If I do this like so, and this like so, is that arguably more likely? I need 1 and 2. You know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to go for this over here. We're going to see what happens. Will it work for us? Will it not? Who knows? Who's to really say? Last 4 cards. Let's see what happens over here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And it's not going to pay off. It's not going to pay off. But let's see just how badly it doesn't pay off. Okay, we need a direct loop across, which we're not going to get. So good luck with that, Alex. This is coming around over here. Well, that at least closed, honestly. That at least closed. So we actually did get a full closed loop over there, so that's not the worst. Not the best either, mind you, but not the worst. Can I in any way get this with 2 loops over here? I don't see it happening. This is not going to go there. Those will not pay off for us. If I need the loop there, it won't work. Okay, so this is not going to be the best situation, but we could at least get some extra bonus points over here. That's going to be 2 bonus points just off the side. And can I get any bonus points on red, perhaps? Or anything for that matter? Maybe? No, this whole loop thing bothers me. If I can put this like this, does it make it better? It separates the loop into 2 different loops there, but it doesn't make it better. What if I do like this? Nope. Nope. What if I do like that? Nope. Still not better. Fun, but not better. What if I do that? Nope. Not happening. Not happening. What if I do that? Nope, still not happening. I think we have to resign myself to the fact that this is just not going to go the way that I want it to go. And that's okay, he says, not thinking it's actually okay. 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 So I guess the last thing we can do is put this down over here, which will give us another point there. So let's add this all up and see how well we scored. I'm pretty sure I once again did not win. So we have over here, we're going to score our loops. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from blue loops. Okay, 6 points from blue loops. Our brown loops are going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We're at 29 points. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. And then 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. I actually did it. No Fs, no Fs, no Fs. You're all out of Fs. 53. I did it. And it's on camera, so we can double check it later. But we're going to go ahead and mark with my permanent marker on this that we got confined quarters. Okay, we got confined quarters done. That's not the pretty check mark I wanted for permanent markers, but that is something. So we are done with confined quarters, which means we can go ahead and do one more. One more for the night, I think. Fs, Fs, Fs. Why are the Fs? Okay, let's see. Let's catch up on chat. Let's catch up on chat a bit. I'm going to have my W's instead. Why W's? W's are for win, sure, but like at least be more interesting. Okay, let's see. The practice using the letter F to detonate sorrow originates from the 2014 video game Call of Duty, which features QuickTime event reading "Press F to pay respects." Interesting. I loved Call of Duty, by the way. Like that, my first real online gaming was Guild Wars 1, and then Call of Duty I was heavily into. Where the hell's Noah on a big boat? I've completely ruined Alex's night with the F's thing. You haven't ruined my night, but I don't know. I find it's weird. Glad to see you got the chair to us and found space for yourself. What Mike Jim said, it became a meme, so when something bad happens. Christopher, hi, thank you for it. Fails, F's in chat. When you stare into the internet abyss, scroll up to F's. We get significantly fewer points. When my first game was 20 strong, didn't use missions yet, I played on easy mode. Missions are where it's at. If you're playing the basic solo sentinels, missions are where it's at. You're always working with limited potentials, true. This is one of the few games that has me sitting back and admiring my journey once the dust has settled and scores tallied. I already messed up my journey. Good game. F's, gonna have to my W's. I think the usage F Alex is now using for the short term of the curse word. Yes, I am. That's instinctively when you take the F's. Haters took the L. Congrats. This game looks brain melting. No F's given. Alex called me boring. I think I got my W's out for him. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and continue with one more round. Now here's the question. Okay, I'm gonna leave it up to you. Do I simply be reasonable and go for another Voyager level where I take one goal, or do I try doing 2 goals and getting 50 points? Now, it's not majorly harder. It's not majorly harder because you're just trying to go for 2 goals, but it gives you more restrictions on what you're trying to build. So ultimately, it's always about 50 points. No matter what you do, it's 50 points. But the question is, how many additional ways are you shackling yourself to other obligations you have to be mindful of while you do this? So up to you. As far as, in fact, let's do it this way. I would like chat to just choose any number between 1 and 48. That's not 2. You can't choose 2, and you can't choose 1 because I already did 1. So any number between 1 and 48, and we're going to go with whatever that number is, keeping in mind that 1 to 12 are the slightly easier one, and all of you chose the harder ones. Of course you did. 32. Let's go. As soon as we get a double, 47. Got 2 47s. We're going with 47. Done. Okay. 2 47s. They do ramp up, by the way. They are ordered, so they specifically say that they do try to structure the harder goals towards the end. So meaning it's marginal differences, but the 47 is the end of how hard it is, and the 13 is going to be one of the easiest double goals. So 47. And just in case anyone looks later, there's actually not any 47s. There's 1 through 12 on medium, and then 1 through 36 on hard. So I just mentally did the math and added 12 because I can do that. So 47 is going to be, in other words, 35 is what my point is. Okay, so we shuffled up the cards. We did what we needed to do. Let's go ahead. I missed 2 cards, which we'll put into the middle of this and give it a quick cut as far as that goes, just to lose those a bit in the mix. And then we're going to do one more game of Trailblazers. This is fun, by the way. I got to knock out 3 plays, which is helpful because I get an average of 5 plays a day, every day, and this helps me with my numbers because it's 3 more plays in an hour, which is great. So we're drawing for 47, which is otherwise known as 35, which is S times W, which feels like that's Sightseer and Wanderlust. So Sightseer, Wanderlust, Sightseer. Wanderlust. Okay, so we're getting our first goal over here. This is an end game goal, which usually end game goals is most total lengths on hiking loops. So whoever has the most total lengths. Okay, that's a typical end game goal. But in this case, it's 35 means when you're playing it solo, most is 35. So I need to get 35 total length on hiking loops. These goals are in-game goals, which is whoever gets it first, and in solo by the end of the third round. So I have to encircle both the hiking and biking camp with a single kayaking loop. What the freak? Remember when I said marginal points of difficulty level? I lied. It wants me to have a giant kayaking loop, but 35 points from hiking loops? I'll play this, but holy hell. Is that possible? Mathematically, you have 24 cards, right? And every card has the potential to be 4 loops. So your mathematical absolute maximum, in theory, would be 96. That's your highest possible score, but that's also impossible because that implies no endpoints. So 96 is not evenly possible. I don't even know what the highest possible score is. This wants me to encircle the hiking and biking camp with a single kayaking loop while getting 35 points on hiking loops, which feels like someone is just... Well, this is where I'm British, Nat, okay? Because you're taking the piss on me. You're taking the piss on me. That's what it feels like. Okay. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and play this. I am amused by this, and you're all the worst, for the record. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do this over here. Let's put this away. Okay. Biking will get no love this round. That is absolutely true. Biking is... Every single biking card I'm just going to straight up throw out, okay? Alex, unfriend me now. Let's put these over here in the top corner. Let's zoom in a bit because we start off nice and zoomed in so you can see a bit more as we go. And let's go ahead and draw 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why do I have to just 4 and 4 like a normal person? Because I'm not a normal person. I'm second or third worst at best. I'll try harder though. Alex, a bit teasing my love for language. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this over here. So we can ignore anything that doesn't have purely red. Oh, red. Oh, I need red. So these are the ones I actually need to keep. These are gone, okay? That's going to be gone. I'm not even going to waste my time on this. We're just going to go gone on these. I'm not even going to look at them because this is what we need. We just need that. We're going to go ahead and start off with a nice little kayaking loop because we need to. And then, I mean, the good news is you could, in theory, mess around with certain possibilities. I think the way you have to have it is we're going to have something like this, okay? We're going to have something like this where this encircles around like that, but then this branches out from there. So it is possible. It's just messing with me, okay? So that's what we're going to have to do. So if we're doing that, then we need to go ahead and plan around that. So this needs to be like so, because we'll have that go like that, in which case this is going to go, okay, this is going to go, and this has to be done by the end of the third round. We have to remember that. Okay, we can do this. Okay. This is going to be doable, maybe. My optimism is misplaced for the record. This needs to circle around completely, so we need to have room for that to circle around completely, which means this needs to not go there, because a circle around completely would have to be, if we're doing it like this, for example, because that's doable. That's a doable situation. Now, these are not on the board for the record. In fact, what I'm going to do to remind myself of this is I'm going to put the scoring goals wherever I want those on the board as a representation of what I'm trying to do here. Okay. So I think it's doable. The picture throws you off because it makes it look bigger. But if you don't try for bigger, then you're good to go. Okay. So if this is going to be like that, then this could be like this. So this is going to go around like this, and this is going to just circle around into a giant loop. Okay, we need 35 points of that, so we're going to see how this goes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this still needs to circle around over here, which means we still are trying to figure out how to actually do this because it's not giving me the right tools for the job, unfortunately. If we put this like this, nope, it's not giving me the right tools for the job, which almost means we kind of are forced to focus on other peripheral things. But that's okay. We can do this. We believe in ourselves. Our hands are tied, but we're going to do it. Okay, this will go like this over here. Why? Because, I don't know, it's a waste of time. No, we're going to do this over here. We're going to take this over here. We're going to go for full loop-de-loops around and all that stuff. So this could go like this, but then it doesn't give us a good looping. What about that? Nope. If we put it like this over here, then it's off camera, which we could fix in a second. And if we put it like, I don't know. I don't like it one bit. Have I done any of these yet? I haven't done any of these yet. So I need to figure out exactly how I'm doing this because these all are the worst. You are everybody. You are everybody. Okay. I need like just something straight to work with here. Something straight to work with there, which is not given to me. Okay, see that? I need something straight to work with. Okay, we got this over here. I guess this could reluctantly go here. I don't like it though. I don't like it, but it's, I mean, what are we going to do? What are you going to do when you don't have any options? Okay, we're just going to do this and hope for the best. It feels like I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much. Okay, what if we do this like this? This is gone. This goes over here. Oh, interesting. What if we do that and then like that? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. It's not working for me. It's not working for me. Okay. We're going to do this like this. And then this. No. It's all the worst. Okay. Here we're going to do. We're just going to do this, okay? Will that pay off in the long run? No idea. We're just going to try it and see what happens. Okay. There we go. Now we do have to move this up just a notch because of where things are. I don't want to zoom out yet. Okay. Okay. We're going to do this like this. And that's good enough, and we'll figure it out as we go. Okay, so these 4 cards go away into our discard pile. And we figured out when's the Divinity gameplay. Probably next week. Probably next week. I think the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. But don't quote me on that. Does that sound right? What's the date right now? No, today's the 14th. The 21st. The 21st, possibly. I have to look at my calendar. I think that's when we have the go-ahead to start posting. There's going to be 3 videos on the channel, a preview, and then 2 gameplays. A tutorial gameplay and a full first session gameplay. The tutorial gameplay is probably next Tuesday, and then after that, it's going to be like paced out over the next week, so 2 more videos maybe in the next week after that. Okay, so we're still trying to find some basic semblance of human dignity over here, but if this is our brown, then this gives us the leeway to start doing that. So that's what we knew over here. We needed this card over here to be able to work around. And we're going to have a red one over here. So that's okay. We can work with that. And then over here, this is still up in the air as far as how useful it is. And by how useful it is, I mean it's not useful at all. It's a waste of my freaking time. We're going to put this over here, which could... No, we need to get something there first or we're wasting our time. Wasting our time. Okay, this goes here. Now, this could go over here. Okay, that we can work with because then that's looping around the other tile to enclose the other camps. So we're going to have that loop that goes around over here, and then we're not going to care about anything else. So we're done over there. That's round 1, which means round 2 comes out, and we continue this. Play Anachrony yet? Not yet. Not yet, unfortunately. But I'd love to play Anachrony. If anyone's going to level up and wants to teach me Anachrony, that'd be great. I actually read the rulebook once upon a time, but then never actually played it because COVID hit. I legit read the rulebook to Anachrony right when COVID was hitting. And I was like, oh, well, I guess we'll not play that for who knows how long. Okay. So we are trying to make this work still because we have to, not because we want to, but because we have to. To that end, this over here could be a continued good. Now we have to put down a camp over here, so let's put down the brown one over here because that's what we're doing. We're just doing that over here. So there you go. Look at that. Brown camps over there, and we still have a goal of 35 freaking brown loops, which seems like it would be really hard right about now. Okay. So we need to have this looping around still, which means this over here would be the way to go because this lets us continue to loop around while encouraging the system to break free from its shackled bounds or whatever. Okay, so that's going to be that, but that also means that this could be like this, or what if we do this like this? Okay, but if we do this like that, the problem is there's no point having more endpoints than we're taking advantage of, which means this only makes sense if we then fill in this with a brown that loops around again. And that way we have brown loops over here and over there, which I think we can work with-ish, maybe, possibly, because if we do this for our second card... No, that was our second card. That was our first batch of cards. We did both cards. Okay, so we're going to leave this alone and just give up. Okay, cool. 6 more cards. 6 more cards. This, by the way, was once again a complete... Like, you guys in your sadistness of who you are and how you are. Okay, this is what we need over here, because that gives us the opportunity to break free while allowing that loop to continue. So we are, whoever said that Viking's getting no love this round is not at all wrong. And we knew that. We knew that going in. That was just how the cards were going to come out, and that's what it is. This can go over here, which means this, no, because this is going to go over there. No. We don't need the Viking, which is a waste of time. Although this one over here could go, the problem is there's no card here. We have to remember there's actually no card here, because there's no card here, we can't build this here, which is unfortunate, but is what it is. I guess that's just not going to go there then. So we will not do what I wanted to do. And instead, this will go over here. Maybe, perhaps, possibly. I guess so. Loop around, figure it out, do what you need to do, and hope for the best, and pray, and all those fun things. Sure. Sure. Wait a second. By the way, don't forget, lest you forget, this has to be done by the end of round 3. So there's that too, in case you're wondering. Okay, so these 4 cards go away. I'm not a sadist. I'm just a snarky little bit. Yep. Is level up going to be a Mind Clash marathon for Alex? I doubt it, honestly. I mean, I ask people for like these things, but like realistically, the actual opportunities of it happening are lesser so. So hey, if it does happen, I'm here for it. If it doesn't happen, well then I guess I'm not here for it. I guess instinctively or whatever. Okay. So we have this one over here, which this could be our one over here, but I don't love that. It's wasting those opportunities, but like, I mean, what am I going to do? I need to make that happen, and I have to the end of next round. So I don't want to rely on things, you know, stupidly that will not happen. But that still leaves us with having to get 35 points worth of brown, which just feels like an exercise in sadism. This can go here, perhaps. No, that won't be enough, unfortunately, but this could go here. Nope, also won't be enough. What about over here? Nope. Where is this going to go? It's going to help me. Where is this going to go? It could go like this, but no, that's not helping me either. I know, it feels like nothing's helping me, but that's okay. That's how it works. That's how this game works. That's how they get you. This could go like this, but this has to loop around like that, which doesn't help me. Again, nothing helps. That's the kind of running thread over here. That won't help either, shockingly enough. This won't help either, shockingly enough. None of these help. Can someone just, like, help over here with something? I don't know how or why or how, but 35 points worth of brown. Okay. So if we give up on that, that still doesn't help. Again, shocking, I know. Okay. Okay. That, no. That, no. That, no. That, no. We tried that already. That, probably still no. That, maybe. Maybe, no. Still no. Still no. Okay. This has to go around there. This has to come around over here. So if that's the case, this has to go like that. I don't see a way for this to be beneficial right now. It's just a giant mess of not happening. This whole game is going to be a giant mess of not happening. So how can I make it not happen slightly less is the question I'm playing with. At the very least, I can throw this down over here, I guess, and that will give me, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, let's go ahead and do that there. Okay, close the loop. Why not? Why not? Does it help us? Not enough. Okay, so we're done with that, which means we go into the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this will be replaced by our final camp. We prepped for this, not necessarily correctly, but we prepped for it. And this round, we have to make sure that by the end of this round, we've encircled with the hiking loop. That part should be doable, fortunately. Probably, maybe. Possibly. Not entirely sure, honestly, if we're being quite honest with ourselves over here, because we would need to get a few possible loops, and we don't have any of the ones we currently need. So best case scenario, we can just create a partial loop and hope for that. But I think once we're doing that, I'm kind of inclined to try to make these work as much as possible. But hey, that's not working either, so what does it really matter when you think about it? This over here, we're trying to close this around over here. Okay, that could work if we do this and that. Nope, that's not going to work at all for us. If we do this like this, it could maybe, but not really. So let's go ahead and do that, because could maybe, but not really is, at this point, the best I can hope for. This over here is not going to work either. None of these are going to work. None of it. None of it, none of it, none of it. This could go like this, actually. So this can go... No, it can't. That can't. It could do it the other way. The other way is fine. So if we take that off, we put it down like this, that's illegal. That will help us, because we still have the loop broken around. And then this can now go... No, I think that's fine. I think that's good enough. That's good enough. We're just going to do that and hope for the best, okay? We're not optimistic. We never were. We never were. Okay, so we got 3 over here. That's 6. We need 6 over here. We still need that blue loop closed, or else we're just wasting our time. Give us a blue. Give us a good blue. Give us a good blue. That's not a good blue. That's not a good blue. And we can't rely on getting this in the last 4 cards. That would just be stupid. So let's not do that. Let's not rely on getting in the last 4 cards. But whatever. Okay. This over here could go over here. That's a nice closing loop that does in some way help us. Not in any major sense, don't get me wrong, because that would be too much to hope for. But it helps us a drop. It helps us a drop. And then over here, like, we could put this down over here and try to get, like, you know, starting to close it off over there. I don't think it'll be the 35 points that we need, but hey, it's something, right? But then we're relying on getting that in 2 pips, which just seems like a horrible, horrible, horrible mistake. So we're not going to do that. We're going to instead put this down over here so we can have a better chance of closing that off in the next 4 cards we draw, because we just don't want to rely on being lucky, because it hasn't happened yet. Okay. The irony is, I don't think we're getting it anyway. No, we could if we do it like this. So we have to give up both our cards to make this happen, but at least we didn't lose, so there's that. So we're not losing at the end of the third round, but now we have to kind of close off with 6 more cards all these other branches here. So all I can say is screw all of you people who said 37, because this is at least a completed loop. So we have 1 all the way around. These 2 camps are enclosed. Yay us. We're still not winning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and we don't even have any good, decent browns over there. We got this one, I guess. This one could go over here. But at this point, we need... It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Okay. That's going to go there. I think if we do this like this, if we kind of give up on any sense of actual progress, then we have more of a chance of making this work. Okay. This one could go like this, but that won't even help us there either. So, good luck with that. It's just not going to be 35 points. That's the issue we have. I mean, we can do something. It's just not going to be 35 points. This is going to go here, and this will go here. And that way we've at least completed 1 loop. Well, let's at least, like, you know, go for what we can. Go for what we can, you know. Pretend to give it a jolly good English try. Okay, so we got this closed off here. We're not going to get 35 points with the brown loops, but we can see how much we do get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this over here, can we elongate it out? Because we have 4 cards left to place, effectively. We have 4 cards left to place. So if we do this like this, let's say, that's 1, and then we do this like this, well, that's our 2 cards left to play. How short are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23, and we have 2 more cards to place it. So, that short. That short is how short are we. Okay, so if we don't put these 2 cards, but we instead do something crazy and stupid, like, I don't know, this card over here, it still won't help us, but at least we have the potential promise of something that might seem like an opportunity. Because if I do this and this, then depending on what cards I draft, I might be able to have the opportunity of closing it off a drop more. So let's go for it, because we're not winning anyway. Let's get as close as we can and draft... Oh, I get 1 more card after this. No, I put too many cards. Did I put too many cards? I put too many cards. This card won't go here. So I have to just hope for... You know what? No. We're just going to go ahead and close it off, and then we'll draw our next 4 cards and see what we get. Okay? Because I don't think... you know what? I want the image of actually getting something closed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how much brown we got in the last sets anyway. So over here, we can now try to make this a drop more pleasing, but I don't think it's really going to make that much progress. How can we do this? Okay. So if we do this like so, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. If I do this, no. Oh, interesting. Interesting. If I had this, if I had a loop around, it would actually give me a few more loops. But I don't, so I don't, so I don't. Okay. So that is interesting, though. What if I do this over here? If I do this like so, and then a straight. If I even had a straight, that would work. That'd be fun. So, but then it would ruin our blue line. Although, actually, I don't know if we need our blue line after that. Although you would lose points for that. So, I think we're just gonna go ahead and end it where we are, and just, you know, say that was an attempt to get things done, but not an attempt that actually won, but just an attempt to get things done. So this is where it's at. This is where it ends. This is where it ends. I don't think I'm getting better at this. Okay, now let's go ahead and score. So, scoring-wise, we're going to score the following. Let's see how the scores. Yeah, F's in chat. F's in chat. F's for Alex, everyone. F's for Alex. So, let's go ahead and score this and see how we get. Let's start with our brown over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that's 23 points for the brown. Then we have 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We got 40 points. We needed an additional 12 points of brown. For what it's worth, I do think it's achievable now. I do think you have to be very lucky and also very good, but I do think it's achievable. So in that sense, this is progress. You just gotta get good. Get good. Have you considered not losing? I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you. Alright, that I think is it. That I think is an evening of Trailblazers. We got three matches played, 1 win, so I finally at least got an actual win in the middle level, which I'll still take as progress for tonight. But there's a reason I keep coming back to this game, because there's nothing less interesting in a solo game than having a point scoring challenge that you just try to beat your own score, and or challenges that are easy to beat. Like, I beat all the challenges for Calico, and I don't play it as much solo because I finally beat them. It took me like 30 plays. Like I played Calico like 30 times before I actually got all the 10 challenges. But then once I did, I'm like, okay, great. Now what? The answer is Verdant and Cascadia and Keystone North America and Trailblazers. There's lots of other games that give you small little solo challenges to keep you busy. But with that, we are done for this, okay? So we're going to go ahead and chat for a bit. If you don't have room around, I'm pretty sure there's a pill for that. Nah. You're the worst. Anyways. Oh, Nat, please. The whole benefit, the reason I do the streaming is, the reason we do the Tuesday night stream is because it's all about you guys. It's about hanging out. It's about having fun. It's about learning weird social, cultural memes that I had no idea before. That's what the Tuesday night stream is. It's for that chill, casual feel for those who want it. And for those who don't want it, well, then you shouldn't have made it an hour and 13 minutes into the stream. I'm going to go ahead and close this off for the night. I appreciate all of you, especially you, Nat, especially you. And we'll, next Tuesday, I think, next Tuesday we might not. There may not be a stream next Tuesday night. And the Tuesday after that is PAX. The next Tuesday is the 21st. The 28th, 2 weeks from now, there should be a stream. Okay, so 2 weeks there should still be a stream. Next week there will probably not be a stream. But that is going to be everything. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you in 2 weeks. And of course tomorrow on the weekly live stream, because tomorrow is a weekly live. Oh, I forgot about that. There'll be a weekly live tomorrow. I think it's just me. So we'll see you all tomorrow, and have a good night. I appreciate all of you.